Well, welcome everybody. We got a matchup for you today. We got the 4-0 Iowa Hawkeyes here at Kinnick Stadium hosting Jimmy Two Blunts and his Oregon Ducks. This is a friendly, but this is a matchup that two teams know very, very well. These two coaches know each other very, very well. We got the hot offense of the Hawkeyes scoring the number one points in the nation, averaging nearly 50 points a game. Vaughn, you're joining me for this game. You know about points and how much it matters in this game. But right now, the Hawkeyes are going to be kicking off to the Ducks, and we're going to see a new red shirt that just got ripped off. It's going to be interesting. Patton brings it out of the end zone, takes it up to the 25, past the 25, all the way up to the 29 with a 33-yard return.
Yeah, really interested to see how Marcus Mariota Jr. takes over at starting quarterback for the Ducks and tries to give a little energy to the offense because Jimmy's not been too happy with it so far this season. So this should be quite interesting.
Yeah, Jimmy Two Blunts leading the Oregon Ducks has an outstanding roster. 99 is pretty much across the board. Underperforming so far in his young season, in his eyes, with a 1-2 record, dropping out of the top 25 this week, trying to get back in there. Would definitely do so with a win over Iowa. Lemon Pepper Lou with a carry out of the I formation off to the right side for a 5-yard rush.
Yeah, it looked like he initially wanted to go outside, and I saw that safety crashing down, trying to take that away. So he cut it right back up, hit that hole, got the 5 yards. Good start.
Turning my mic down. I think I was a little bit hot there, Vaughn. So with 2nd and 5, after a successful run on the inside from the left hash here again. Actually, it's going to be right in the center of the field there. Got a full pistol set against 4 down linemen for the Hawkeyes. And every single one of the Hawkeyes absolutely
Wow.
breaks down into the interior looking for a lemon pepper Lou rush. And Marcus Mariota just explodes. That's the red shirt that was pulled off this week, folks. Seen him in practice, and he got the job done on plays just like that.
Yeah, that outside wide receiver held his block just long enough to get by, and then he released and gotten his way down the field, or he could have had an even bigger run.
Should have been a house call, Vaughn.
Yep, most definitely. And we'll have some words after that.
Mariota hands off the ball to Lemon Pepper, and Lemon Pepper finds the edge. Not able to turn up field, but does get a gain of 6 on the right side.
Yeah, big pursuit on the backside there. Still 6 yards. You'll take 2nd and 4 any day. So it'll be interesting to see how Iowa defends two quarterback and running back, two guys running in the backfield. That's what I'm trying to say.
Two running threats. I got you, Vaughn.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Good point. Yeah, Butterfield doesn't have the explosiveness that the freshman Marcus Mariota Jr. has.
Wild duck. Yeah, wild duck.
Yeah, and he's going to take that in between the tackles, and that's going to be a 7-yard rush there for another 1st down.
Jimmy sporting those eggshell uniforms today, too.
Yeah, I think they should be called paint splatter. That's just what it looks like to me.
Messy painter.
I just love that technique. You take like a little toothbrush,
Yeah.
dip it in the paint, you just kind of give it a little flick, and it'll create that effect. It's pretty raw.
The little blood spatter
Yeah, there you go.
technique.
Yeah, I mean the Ducks they win the uniform championships every year. But Mariota here out of the A single back out of shotgun. Lou on his right hip. It's going to be a keeper to the right side. Finds some blocking. I was able to stay strong right there and hold the point. Just a 2-yard gain there for Mariota.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to get more. Maybe if he cuts that back inside, he has it. But they held those outside blockers and wouldn't let him push him downfield. So they got what he could get, and that was only 2 yards. So I'm sure he was looking for a whole lot more in that one.
2-minute drive so far by the Ducks. Now sniffing the red zone. Mariota Jr. hands off to Lemon Pepper Lou. Finds some blocking. A little bit of a block shed there. He's only able to pick up 7. Looked like he could have gone for more, but it's going to be a big 3rd down, and we're going to get a no huddle here.
Yeah, I was watching that middle linebacker, and now he has to play both runners. And so he was a little tardy getting there, or he would have made it a longer 3rd down.
Safety coming down. And it's going to be a keeper by Mariota. Calls his own number, moves inside the defender, and he's going to get it inside the 5 for a 1st and goal. 13-yard rush.
Defender was a little too aggressive there. He just walked right by the quarterback. Didn't see him with the ball in his hand. Ooh, and he's lit up red like Christmas tree there too. So, it's gonna be a little tough for Iowa to get used to this dual threat offense from Jimmy today.
That's what the read option does sometimes, gets players in conflict, and anytime you could do that, teams feel like there's an advantage there.
Oregon line's doing a great job blocking too.
Yeah, you got a tight end and a fullback on the field here. You're going to go toss to the right. Maybe you could get the edge. Number 6 with a big tackle right there. Met him right at the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be a 0-yard carry. We hear the drums and the home crowd here now ignite. They're feeling that play.
Yeah, great pursuit on that. It was a short side, so he couldn't extend it further out to try and run around them, and held him to no gain. So 2nd and 4. He still has his whole playbook, but this will be a little bit for us to figure out how Oregon's going to run this offense.
Keep guys on the field.
Yeah,
from the right hash, we got pretty much the Lemon Pepper Lou in the empty backfield there. Besides Lou taking the direct snap, he's going to get hit for a 1-yard loss. You don't see him fall back too often like that.
No, he had a lane too. If he cuts that in right away, he could just follow his tackle right on in. He had a nice hole there, and he ended up running straight into the defender. So Lou's going to have to adjust to this new offense as well.
Halfway through the 1st quarter now on this drive by the Oregon Ducks. Let's see if they could cap it off with 7, or if they're held to 3 or a turnover by Iowa. Getting a little stingier here on this last set of downs.
And Mariota has yet to throw a pass in this game, so we'll see if they're going to keep this on the ground and try and power this in, or make it a 4-down territory and just go for it.
Well, the next pass would be his first of his college career. Got trips to the right. Lou in the backfield out of shotgun. Mariota sends over Ferguson from right to left. Here's a snap. Carry by Lou. Number 41 had a chance to knock him down for a no-yard gain or a loss. And Lemon Pepper Lou able to slide by him. And that's a touchdown for the Ducks.
Yeah, I had a chance to get him pretty quick there, and Lou just kind of just slid off his back, like rain off a duck's back, right in the end zone.
Yeah.
And they're on the board first.
Butterfield, the old starting quarterback for the last 2 seasons, with the hold. The hold is true, and the Ducks take a 7-0 lead on their opening possession. Good start for the Ducks, looking to get some momentum. And Iowa with the 2-time Jet winner, once previously at Oklahoma State, and then once here in Wetjen. Caden Wetjen brings it out of the end zone for a 24-yard return, the most dangerous man returning in the NWO's crowd there down at the 15-yard line where they spot it. 3 minutes left in the 1st quarter for Iowa to work with.
Yeah, nice pursuit there. Wouldn't let him get back to the outside. I was talking before the game, the Iowa quarterback has only thrown 2 picks, but he's thrown 17 straight incomplete passes this year. So he's at 75% completion percentage. He's been very, very efficient.
Wetjen goes in motion from right to left, but that's just eye candy as he throws it back to Williams. And Williams is going to get a 12-yard reception. LaShawn Williams from out of the backfield. Looks like they've been practicing that a lot, and that is a 1st down.
And Oregon stopped that from being an even longer gain. Great pursuit from behind to drag him down and only hold him to a 12-yard gain.
Look for that to be more explosive in the future, I guess. This is Ricky Stanzi, the freshman phenom. Has the athleticism with his legs, but also could throw a good ball. Breaks out of the pocket, being chased by Genghis Von Moody, and he's going to be tackled down at the 7 or the 8-yard line. That's a 17-yard sack. It's going to be 2nd and 27.
Yeah, Genghis Von was in there very, very quick. He's done that all season long. I was watching the coverage up the field. There was no one open. He was just trying to throw the ball away, and it looked like he had a little controller input lag there. Even so, man, Moody is so fast. He's back there so quick that sometimes you don't even have time to get to the R stick to push down.
Empty set this time. Stanzi drops back. Finding more space over to the right. Here comes Moody again, able to complete his pass. And Devontae Vines with a 9-yard reception gets back some of what they lost. They're going to go no huddle right here. Keep the same personnel all in the field. Keep those 5 wideouts against this Oregon Ducks defense. The user Greenfield over there moving over. And here's the snap. They're going right away. Drops back 3 steps and is able to find the tight end over the middle. Luke Lachey, the 3rd down gem. 25-yard reception up to the 43-yard line and a 1st down for the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, it looked like the safeties dropped way too far back, and he just found that big hole in between the 2 levels. And he's got great hands. He's not going to drop a pass. And that's a big, big conversion.
Iowa moved so quickly on that one. Dialed up just what they needed. And here, out of the pistol, Stanzi has Williams right behind him. He's not going to give it to him. He's dropping back, breaking out to the left, buying time, running away from the D end. And now this...
Oh.
And Ricky Stanzi passes on target, but the Hawkeye dropped it, had both hands on it. It was in traffic, Vaughn, and that's tragic.
Yeah, he had 2 receivers, 3 DBs there. I wasn't sure who was going to get their hands on that one. He was lucky to get that off and not take the sack. And even more fortunate that wasn't picked. But gives them 2nd and 10. They can reset now and figure out how they want to attack this very, very fast Oregon defense.
Freshman rookie Ricky Stanzi. And that pistol once again with the 4 wides. Spread pistol here. Making an adjustment on the right side. Making a second one there to Johnson and to Kinnick. Snaps the ball. Takes a few steps back. Dropping further back. Here's Vaughn Moody. Oh, my God. He's able to get away from him. But now he's sacked for a 12-yard loss. And he falls back onto his back. Kyler Casper with the sack and the injury on the quarterback. The Iowa Stadium, all the air just goes out of the crowd as they are on pins and needles to see what the injury is. When I say freshman phenom, I mean it. He's come into this Iowa team and been electric running and passing, leading them to the #1 scoring team in the nation. And here's the completed pass. And if he didn't fall down, Luke Lachey is out in the open field, and he's going to house call it. Unbelievable. A 69-yard TD reception from the backup quarterback, Joe Labus.
Wow. He stumbled 3 times, somehow kept his balance, got through guys, and tightrope down the sideline. I mean, it's a great throw, and then he did 50 yards worth of work after that. What a play. Man, Jimmy's got to feel snake bit because he had him long 3rd down, and then he thought he had good coverage, and somehow he slid through and got that touchdown.
Who's not feeling snake bitten is this Iowa crowd, as they have all the life put back into them. Iowa took 1 play, and we have an injury update. Stanzi has back spasms and shall return soon.
That's probably their next drive, so that's good. And then the Iowa, backup comes in and throws a dime for a touchdown. So
the kick into the end zone, 8 yards deep, is going to be knelt on, and the Ducks are going to get their second possession up at the 25 with 1 minute and 9 seconds. Your thoughts, Vaughn?
Yeah, they didn't lose any production, any efficiency. Great throw, great run. That was Lachey's first touchdown of the year, by the way. So,
well, he is an absolute 3rd down dog for the Hawkeyes. Crowd coming alive again as Mariota makes a couple checks here. Hands off the ball to 9. Lou, counter to the left. Makes a man miss and gets across the sticks for a 12-yard pickup.
Yeah, he had great blocking out there by the receivers. If he could have held that just a little bit longer on the far outside block, he might have taken that one all the way. But even so, great run, great blocking, and good start for their second drive.
From the left hash this time, 2 wide receivers go to the right and the tight end. Mariota's out of shotgun again. Looks like a halfback screen pass and had some Hawkeyes there defending the screen pass. Marcus Mariota's first pass is incomplete as it was too high and there was too many defenders there.
Plus, he had pass rush in his face, so he really didn't have time to wait for him to clear that D lineman. He just had to throw it up there and hope he could snag it. So great defense by Iowa to shut that down completely.
Hawkeye defense making some noise on that play in both places where they needed to be. Incomplete pass leads to second and 10 with 54 seconds left. Two backs in the backfield this time. Mariota Jr. makes an adjustment, makes a second adjustment. 5 on the play clock, 4. It's snapped now. Mariota drops back, delivers a deep ball over the top. And Brandon do you know how to say that name?
Diaz Fernandez.
Yeah, it's harder for me to say than it is for me to understand. Made a great play on that, contested that ball. Looked like Mariota might have thrown that as a little bit short, maybe looked for his wide receiver to cut underneath it, but he was not able to get position. Des Fernandez had position on that ball, and that's going to be a second incomplete pass for Mariota Jr. in consecutive plays, leading to a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Iowa brought the blitz right up the middle, which is why he didn't have a chance to lob that or throw it further up the field. He just kind of had to throw it like immediately, and that might have thrown off the timing.
Only 4 on the play clock. Here's 3. It's snapped. Mariota drops back, 7-step drop, delivers a fastball over the middle, trying to hit Seven McGee. Had 2 guys covering him, and it's going to land into the Hawkeyes' hands, and they're going to hold on to it this time. That's Cody Williams with the INT at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, he forced that one just a little bit. I think he had a man on a wheel route up the sideline. That would have been a little bit easier toss. Might not have gotten the first down, but he would have gotten positive yards out of that. So now they're coming out empty set.
Ricky Stanzi back in the field. Wet Jen going to motion, but this is going to be, I believe, to Williams or Vines. I can't make out. Oh, that's Keegan Johnson with a 13-yard reception. Quick hitting strike, quick read, quick delivery, and moves the sticks up to the 27.
Yeah, a little misdirection. Nice little half wide receiver screen there, like a tunnel screen. Had a lot of real estate to run, big wide open area. Ran off all the other defenders. Very good concept on that play.
Yeah, Ricky Stanzi, 4 for 5 passing. Crowd loving that he's healthy and back in the lineup. And right there, delivers the ball. And he should have been tackled. He turns all the way around. That's the most odd spin move I've ever seen. But it's still a 4-yard gain. Might be the last play of the first quarter as Iowa goes back to the huddle up to the 23-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, it's one of those animations where you get 8 yards and then you get bounced back and tackled and you end up with only a 1-yard gain because of the stupid animation. So he was lucky to get 4 out of that.
It's the kind of play you love, the break tackle ability, but then sometimes it puts you in a worse position than where you were with forward momentum. With the empty set, 3 seconds left, they do get the snap off. Going to be a jet sweep. I think that's Caden Wetched, 2-yard rush, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. We got a 7-7 tie. Turnovers on both sides here, Vaughn.
Yeah, it's a very interesting game. Oregon hasn't completed a pass yet. This is game 7-7. Iowa had their quarterback go down. Didn't matter. So what else can we have in this game? We'll find out here as we go into the second quarter. We might have 4 separate interesting quarters of NWO action. You never know what you're going to get.
Out of this big 3rd and 4th, that's going to be Ricky Stanzi finding the edge, turning up and knocking over the corner as he gets a first down into the red zone.
Looks pretty healthy there, doesn't he?
Absolutely did. And the coach had a lot of confidence to call that play to get him back involved in this offense.
And he's just running guys over. And he's like, yeah, just put some tape on it. Let's go.
I believe this is actually Iowa's 2nd possession, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Ball at the 10-yard line. Here's the snap out of shotgun. Stanzi trying to get away from that pass rush. That's Casper. Casper, who injured him earlier, is able to catch up to him, and he has to throw that ball away, or maybe didn't reach his target. Not sure of the two, but it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, between Casper and Moody, man, those two ends are going to keep a lot of quarterbacks either in the pocket or they're just going to get sacked, throw on the run, which can turn into picks. They're a nightmare to deal with. All that pressure with only 3 men with the hand on the ground, man.
Full pistol right here. Stanzi, seeing Moody in his face, delivers it to Williams. There was nobody next to him, and Williams sprints up for a few yards to get back, and it's going to be 3rd and 8. Good reception there as nobody was around him. And Moody was definitely putting the pressure on Stanzi.
It's almost like they invited him to come in so they could throw it over his head and get it upfield. It's like, yeah, come on. And then you just dink it over his head.
Great timing to get rid of it when he did so that he didn't take a hit.
Interesting to see here. 3rd and 8 from the 9. He can get a first down without scoring. Is he going to go for it on 4th down if he doesn't? If he gets nothing on this play? I mean, obviously, if he gets 7, he'll probably go for it. But if it's 4th and 8,
Trips, bunch right. Stanzi making adjustments. Williams directly behind him. Here's the snap. Standing straight up, breaking out of the pocket. Sees Casper. Delivers a ball to the side of Casper and to the side of a DB. The receiver makes a move and finds his way into the end zone. Iowa with their second possession and their second touchdown.
Yeah, that was the he had 3 guys covering him, and the one on the outside went out instead of in and just gave him a lane to run right in the end zone. So that wasn't even a missed tackle. That was just a bad decision to go left instead of right. So now Oregon's got to respond, man. They got to get their passing game going. They've been running the ball really well, and they haven't had any complete passes. But two or three incomplete, 1 pick. Is he 0 for 3 or 0 for 4?
Here's the kickoff, end over end, right in the middle. This one returnable by Patton. Patton at the 10, the 15, makes a move there, not able to reach the 20. Good coverage there by the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, now is where we see Oregon's going to go back to try and pound this ball, use both quarterback and Lou to move it up the field, or is he going to try and get some kind of pass game going so JT can't just focus on the run?
And if you've just joined us, Oregon had the first possession in the first quarter, so Iowa will get the ball out of the break. Marcus Mariota Jr. there out of the pistol. Fakes the handoff to Lemon Pepper. Breaks out of the pocket for some more space. Doesn't want to throw it downfield. Takes the slide before taking the hit. And that's an 8-yard pickup scramble.
Yeah, almost looked like it was design play, but I don't think he had anybody that he felt comfortable throwing the ball to, and he could just use his legs to get positive yards, and brings up a short 2nd down.
Oregon took about 5 minutes off the clock on their opening possession. Iowa had like a 69-yard score by their tight end. And since then, Oregon had a turnover, and Iowa has scored off of it. Hand off to Lemon Pepper. Lou gains about 1.5 yards. They're going to call it 3rd and inches. And Oregon, for the second time, is going to go no huddle. Keep
Thought
that.
he might have had 4 possession there, George.
Keep all the same personnel here. Yeah, that's a home field spot. Mariota making an adjustment right here out of the eye from under center. Hawkeye defenders right there behind him. Post, handoff to Post. And Post is broken not only through the front, but also all the way through the secondary, reaching across the 50-yard line. Huge rush right there for the Ducks. They've already broken 100 yards in the first half.
Yeah, that was one of those he broke through, and if he had just a little more speed, he could have taken that one all the way to the house. Flashes of a 99-yard fullback run, right?
Man, I'm still trying it, and every day I fail. Can't do it yet. Post with a huge conversion. More importantly than the yards, it keeps the possession of the football in the Ducks' hands and away from the #1 offense in the nation, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And Yates gets a completed pass. Defenders hit each other. Can he have enough speed to get out? And he does. As the tackle happens in the end zone, Oregon is going to tie it up with the extra point.
Great play. He had 2 guys crossing over the middle. He had the guy, it looked like he was going to throw the guy underneath, and he threw it just a little bit deeper, hit that man, and ran away from the safety. Really great play call, great route on that one. Hit him in stride, too. It wasn't on a back shoulder or anything.
The battle of 2 freshman quarterbacks at this point. Marcus Mariota is starting to heat up a little bit with that pass. Of course, such a long rack play helps you out. However, had a little bit of trouble in the passing game. but that'll definitely help to knock off some of the cold. Dino's Bar and Grill with the kickoff. Angled this one a little bit. Caden Wetjen, dangerous returner. Going to make a spin move at the 12-yard line and then be tackled ultimately back at around the 10. Let's see if they give him forward momentum back at the 10 or the 11. Oh, it's at the 10.
That's the problem with him. You get a good shot the first time and he doesn't go down, and then he spins off, and then he gets up to the outside, up the sideline. They get more blocks on the backside, and then he's gone. So trying to get him with that first hit is not easy at all, and you need help like they did there with gang tackling and get him to the ground.
Both defense, I think, are doing a good job of keeping these this low-scoring affair. However, Iowa's shown, and the Ducks have shown that both teams can be explosive. Ricky Stanzi out of the shotgun, tight end to the right. Williams, we got to see some motion. It's going to be a handoff. Can they get the blocking skied up? Nice tackle right there. Jimmy clicked on the user, and I think that was maybe Genghis Von Moody making the tackle there. Wetjen almost had the edge, Von, and with his speed, that would have been dangerous.
Yeah, it looked like he had more room to go outside. If he could have taken it out and then spun or cut back inside, and had that guy overcommit to the sideline. He had a big area to run out there, cut it back just a little quicker than I was expecting. So defense cleaned it up, though. Nice tackle in the open field.
4-yard pickup, safe play. Takes it up to the 14-yard line. Plenty of time left for Iowa if they choose to make this a lengthy drive. Ricky Stanzi drops back to pass, finds Williams on the screen pass, able to make the first man miss, but there's 3 more there, and more rally. The Ducks really rallied to the ball right there, and it's going to be 3rd and 9.
Yeah, Ducks have really fast linebackers and really good secondary guys, so once they get you stopped and make you change, go back the other way, then everybody comes in and they all just jump on you and won't let you have a chance to break 15 tackles. So had it smelled out, great pursuit, and shut that down pretty quick. Now we got a long third down.
Empty set here from the left hash. Yeah, 3rd and 9. Stanzi alone in the backfield. Buy some more time, but going to the right. But Genghis Von Moody's right there. He's still able to hit. I think that's Kinnick. Could be Wetjen. I don't know their numbers. That is Wetjen.
And he let that pass rush get right up to his face and then dumped it up there. And honestly, I didn't see him coming across. I was looking further down the field. So,
yeah, short crossing route. Looked like it might have been a slant pass just past the sticks. Had just enough time because Moody was screaming in his face. Stanzi gets hit as he delivers, and the ball is barely completed to Williams. Williams tackled immediately. Looked like the ball and the defender arrived at the same time, 2nd and 15.
Yeah, defender could have had that easy pick right there if he just turns around and puts his hands up. He tackled the running back as he caught the ball, but if he was not focused on the back and actually had his head up, he could have had a pick 6 there himself.
Hawkeyes break the huddle. They got a full pistol look here. Stanzi, hands off. I think that's Niles Kinnick. And Niles Kinnick with a good gain. It's going to be a 9-yard gain,
Good
leading
cut.
to 3rd and 6.
He had him going outside, made that cut back, picked up another 3 or 4 yards off that cut alone.
2.5 on the clock here. Ball at the 30-yard line, 3rd and 6. Iowa definitely looking to keep pace with their scoring. They average 48 points a game. Score would really be helpful here, but more importantly, got to get a first down. Keep this drive alive. You got trips bunched to the right. Stanzi and Williams share the backfield. Here's the snap. Drops back 7. Casper. Kyler Casper there. Absolutely unloads on Stanzi. That left tackle, Vaughn, needs to get his head on a swivel, get out there in time.
I'm surprised that was not a sack. It should have been a fumble because that's not an incomplete pass. That's a fumble, but they don't call it that way in this game. But he blew around him, came in there, and Stanzi's been taking some serious shots here in the first half.
Well, he's really surveying the field and looking to deliver downfield. Looking to make the defense pay, but the pass rush has just been so ferocious. Angled kick, what a punt. Inside the 20-yard line, down to probably the 17, maybe the 16. Oh, they're going to call it at the 19.
It's going to have to Get those sights a little bit shorter, otherwise he's going to get delivered to the ER. These guys are teeing off on him right now in the first half.
So Oregon, with their first defensive stop of the day, is going to give them an opportunity on this possession to take a lead for the first time that they haven't had it since their first possession. Butterfield in the game, and he's going to deliver the ball to Thornton, and Thornton gets tackled up around the 43-yard line.
42.
What'd you see on the play?
They marked it 42.
Right.
I was looking off to the right. I was surprised that was Butterfield in there, but I guess, he needs to make sure he has somebody that can throw the ball accurately on this drive. Mariota's been a little bit wild in his first start, so kind of a surprising move, but smart move same time.
Yeah, Mariota had that touchdown, that long touchdown pass on the most previous play. I thought he would have heated up a little bit. Butterfield throws what should have been a pick. That was right in the defender's hands. Try to look for the pylon route there. And 23 absolutely could have had a chance to pick it off and go the other way.
He was a little late on the throw. He had to make that throw as soon as he made his cut because he had the guy beat, but then that throw was low behind him and all the way across to the other
Field side.
Yep. So
from the hash to the numbers is difficult.
He's lucky that was not a pick six.
Mariota Jr. back into the game. Shares the backfield with Lou. Hand off to Lou, and off the right tackle, he's going to go up and get a first down for the Ducks.
Great blocking way to open that hole. Got him over midfield, and now they're knocking on the door for field goal range.
Yeah, and the Ducks have a tremendous leg in their kicker. Less than 2 minutes to play. Full set of timeouts for the Ducks. Mariota still in there. Drops back to pass. 5-step drop. Delivers a good ball to Lemon Pepper, and he's going to get tackled across the goal, the yellow line. That's going to be another first down play.
Yeah, he was about the only one that was open on a play. I was looking at the streaks up the side, and they were tight coverage. So, way to pick that guy out, get him the first down, stop the clock, move the chains, and here they go again.
No huddle once again. From the right hash, Mariota going to hand off to Lou. Lou gets tackled. Big user hit right there by number 1. 3-yard pickup on the play.
That's okay. They don't have to go balls out here. Now they're under a minute and a half left. They got 3 timeouts. They want to use as much of this clock as they can. So if they have to kick the ball back to Iowa, they don't give them a chance to march right back down and tie the game up.
Coach is definitely in their bag. The chess match is on. From the right hash right here. You got a shotgun with Mariota and Lou. Here's the snap. Mariota with a quick decision. And what an unbelievable play. The corner from earlier, number 23, who dropped his opportunity for a pick six, now is true to it and puts Iowa ahead. 20-14 for the time being, but with the extra point, they should go up by 7.
He was lurking. I don't know if he was trying to just cover the underneath route there. Jimmy had a guy on a curl. He was wide open, and he just, did that Superman jump, went up, grabbed it. 60 other way. Wow. Cody Williams, I'm looking to see if he's that's his first touchdown of the season.
Vaughn, he showed incredible athleticism on that one, and his hands were much improved from that first opportunity. And, Mariota didn't throw a bad pass, but that dude he climbed the ladder and snuck it out of the sky.
36-inch vertical on that one.
Yeah, Carter Jr. this time the return man. And he's going to reach probably the 25-yard line? No, it's the 20-yard line.
Oregon still has 3 timeouts, 51 seconds. They got plenty of time.
Yeah, and they have 2 quarterbacks playing in this game so far. Of course, the Hawkeyes have as well, but that was just Joe Labus coming in spot duty after the little injury. This is Butterfield here. 5 wides. Butterfield drops back. 5-step drop. Delivers a great ball. Troy Franklin taking the ball all the way to the 42-yard line. And that's going to be a momentary clock stoppage as they reset after the first down.
Great throw. Didn't short arm that one. Got it all the way to the outside so we could catch it in front of him instead of back shouldering it. Great throw. Almost to midfield already.
Ooh, throwing into coverage right there. Ball hits the ground without a problem. However, Vaughn, there was some traffic.
There was a lot of traffic. I'm not sure he had the arm. He had a man open down the left sideline. He blew right by his coverage, but I'm not sure he could throw it that far from the right hash to the left sideline and get it to him. But that was a risky throw with 3 guys in the area.
Butterfield in there with the empty set once again. Drops back. Big 7 to 9 step drop. Looking for the user catch right there. Can't take control of him. That was a dot inside bracketed coverage, but the wide receiver was never able to take control and move his hands towards the ball.
It's taken such a deep drop to stay away from the pressure, but it's adding all of those yards back onto the end of the throw. So it's kind of cutting down how far up the field he can get the ball.
And letting more time to the defense to respond. Mariota Jr. with the deep ball over to the right sideline, and that should have been picked off. I think that's Des Fernandez. No, that's DeJean. Cooper DeJean, who has a pick 6 in this early season. Had a chance to stop the Oregon Ducks drive right there, but ultimately, by default, it does, as Oregon's now trotting out the special teams unit to kick the ball.
Yeah, I think Jimmy was taking a little bit too many deep shots down the field with 3 timeouts left. He could afford to go a little shorter, go over the middle, use the timeouts, use the whole field. Nice punt, but it took a bad hop there. So, yeah, he kind of put himself in a bad spot by taking a lot of deep shots. I let JT just drop back in coverage and try to ball hawk another pick.
I'm going to say that might be I'll say, that might be a bad bounce. However, anytime you can keep it away from wedge end, it's a successful special teams play. 25 seconds on the board for the Hawkeyes, number 1 scoring team in the nation. 2 timeouts. That's the halfback with the direct snap. Got 1 block, got another one, has the sideline. Great tackle by the Superman. Is that Gonzalez? Oh, my God. Who's the new number 30 here in Nike Town? Whoa.
That was a great tackle.
I thought he had the edge. With his speed, he might have gained.
That was Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah, Christian Gonzalez. This is Niles Kinnick taking the carry. That was a halfback to a halfback run. Halfback handing off to a halfback. 5-yard carry right there. Iowa's going to be forced to take a timeout. Trying to get in field goal range here, maybe, Vaughn.
Yeah, they probably need, 25 yards.
Maybe more. I think their kicker doesn't have the best leg.
Yeah, you got to get at least to the 40. So,
yeah. We saw that against Oklahoma State. They elected to not take a long field goal and had to go for it on 4th.
Got it there and stop the clock.
I mean, that is the freshman phenom putting the ball on a rope, finding a tight window to throw it into coverage and beating the defense. 10 seconds, still a timeout left. Stanzi out of the empty set, dropping back. No pass rush to speak of on that one. Makes a quick read, and there's going to be 3 seconds on the clock as Iowa takes their final timeout. The ball's at the 44-yard line, Vaughn. At this point, it's going to be a 51-yard field goal.
No, it's 62.
And that's why the offense goes right back onto the field. We're going to see what the arm strength is for Ricky Stanzi. Finds his target. Good tackle there by the Ducks. Without that tackle, that is a touchdown as he found his man in some open space. 1 broken tackle away from a touchdown. Still just a 7-point difference in this game. And what I want to show the crowd right now is a preview of tomorrow's matchup. Week 5, Florida State at Oklahoma State. Thursday, 8 Central. Actually, I said tomorrow. My bad. 2 days. 2 days. That's going to be Thursday at 8 Central. Florida State, Oklahoma State. Both teams 2-1. But in this one, Vaughn, what are you seeing here on the stat sheet?
Yeah, look at those rush yards. 132 for Oregon, 12 for Iowa.
How about the pass yards?
Yeah. Well, that was that. You got what, a fourth of that on that one long pass play? Third of it? Yeah,
Yeah.
third of it came on that one pass play. So
Third down conversion, really interesting there.
the turnovers are the difference right now.
Oh, yes. Is it 2 picks now?
Yep, two picks.
2 picks forced by Iowa. Could have been more, but one of them really capped off well with the pick 6. And shout out to Joe Labus in spot duty throwing a 69-yard touchdown, catch and run.
Quite surprised Iowa has that few rush yards because they kind of mix things up, do a little of both. But you don't have to when you hit 69-yard bombs, right?
Short halftime. I didn't even get a chance to look at housing in the local area here. I hear it's great mortgage rates at this time. Really affordable housing. I'm gonna have to check into that later, but we get back into the action, and Ducks with a great kickoff right there, keeping Caden Wetjet from having any opportunity to return it. We got a pistol here. Stanzi, Walters, Kinnick, and Williams. Adjustments being made on both sides, Vaughn.
Chest match early.
And here is the snap and the handoff and carry. Good 7-yard gain right there, right between the tackles by Williams.
Yeah, I was looking up Iowa stats. They're averaging close to 150 yards rushing a game, so they do like to pound it, and they're gonna have to do a little bit more of that in the second half. Eat some more time off the clock, keep the ball away from Oregon's offense because they're just running up and down the field.
Always a good idea to pound it.
Early and often, right?
Full pistol set. Lots of adjustments being made by the Ducks. Stanzi doing a couple adjustments now.
Get 8 guys in the box.
That chess match is on. Here's the snap. Drop straight back. 3-step drop only. Finds the streaking receiver wide open. He blew past the press coverage. Makes an inside move off of the safety. Breaks the tackle by the corner. And the safety comes back and tackles him again. That's a huge play by Devontae Vines. Vines with big plays at several times in this season. And that takes it all the way up to the 3-yard line. First and goal.
Yeah, he just blew right by the corner. Got up the field. Hit him quick. Let him get in open field and run. Made that last move to get around the safety. But the corner who was beat off the line got back down the field, didn't give up on the play, stopped the touchdown. Now they got a real tough task to stop them here, first and goal.
Let's see if Oregon can stop them the same way that safety got that touchdown safety tackle. Fake fullback dive, halfback toss. That worked for a touchdown in the user game last week against Oklahoma State. Didn't work against Jimmy, as Jimmy knows this kinds of plays. These guys have played so many times against each other. Really, really fun to see right there. Ducks got out there, Vaughn.
Worked against me as well, even though I knew he had that in his playbook. I just sold out up the middle. Yeah, it was very tragic.
I mean, it's hard not to sell up the middle when they're so close right there. But that's a little bit of a loss. It's going to back them up to about the 6-yard line, maybe the 7. Got the Maryland eye out here. A lot of beef. Stanzi, drop it back in the pocket. Moves to the left, sees Casper. Goes back to the right, sees Moody. And undersells on the throw. Couldn't throw on the run there, Vaughn.
No, pressure was coming. Had him twisting and turning. Finally just got rid of it, short-armed it. And Oregon, like I said, tall task. And they're so far they're up to it. Got them on a 3rd and goal from the 7. Had 1st and goal at the 3.
They break the huddle. Got Waters in the backfield with Williams this time. And it's going to be a halfback pass back to the quarterback. Stanzi ran backwards. Stanzi's not down yet, but Stanzi ran backwards.
I've seen that animation so many times. It is so frustrating. You throw the ball. Why are you running backwards with the ball? Just stand there and catch it.
Vaughn, this is my 4th time seeing it this week. Is it like an uptick in appearances?
I don't know. I don't know what triggers that because he's just standing still and then they run the wrong directions, like Jim Marshall's on everybody's team.
So much just took place on this possession, Vaughn. Devontae Vines absolutely smoked the guy, probably had a house call with his maximum effort. The safety saves the day with that tackle, and ultimately Oregon's smothering defense winds up holding Iowa to just 3, but they now have a 10-point lead, so Oregon really has to crawl out of the hole that they've made for themselves. Patton with the kickoff return, breaking one tackle, but then being tackled down after a swarm of tacklers there. But interestingly, Iowa opting for the rare field goal. Number one scoring team in the nation, the rare field goal there, but well within the kicker's range. They opt for the field goal, getting the points and stretching it to 10.
Yeah, got to get some points out of that, right? So you get all the way down there, 1st and 3. You got to get something that makes it a 2-score game. Oregon had a chance to get a field goal before half through a pick, and
Lemon Pepper takes the carry from Mariota over to the left side, frustrated with that run, and has a 2-yard loss back to the 21.
Yeah, a lot of block shedding going on there, a lot of penetration up the middle, and dragging him down before he could get to the edge. I was saying Oregon had a chance to get at least 3 before half. This would make it a 1-score game. So that interception was critical for multiple reasons. Now they're down 2 scores.
Mariota Jr. out of his pistol. Hands off the ball. No, it's a keeper. Gets one block, makes a move on a second defender. Third defender able to make the tackle right there. 3rd and 2. Good pickup right there, Vaughn.
Nice little shimmy shake there. Guy's coming down, thinks he's going to get a good shot on him, and he does a little juke. Slides to the right. And he was fortunate he had another guy on the outside getting blocked. Shed that block and brought Mariota down before he could get the first down.
I think the slot corner was able to eventually get off of his block and make that tackle. Otherwise, he would have been across the sticks and maybe more, as that juke was put on by onto the safety. Let's see what quarterback it is that's breaking the huddle. Looks like Mariota Jr. with Lemon Pepper Lou in the backfield. Hand off to 9 Lou on the counter run, finding some space, cuts back in the clear, and is tripped up by number 91. What a great play. He saved a touchdown.
He was gone. He just had to get one more stride, and he was gone. Plus, they had a blocker in front of him. Great move. Way to set up the blocks. And that great diving trip tackle saved the day for Iowa.
Great blocking right there. I didn't expect the counter right there. Took the defense off of their toes, onto their heels. First down run at midfield now. Jet motion, but that's just eye candy as it's a halfback screen to Lemon Pepper Lou. The block's not really able to set up on that one, Vaughn.
No, in fact, the one blocker out there shoved the defender into 9 Lou for the tackle. So if he just holds him in place and doesn't push him forward, he still might have gotten up the sideline and got the first down. So that was unfortunate for Oregon that they couldn't block the proper technique.
Good play by the Hawkeyes. Sniffing out that halfback screen. Full pistol right here. Hand off to Lemon Pepper, and they're going to get him in the backfield. 43 looking like Troy Polamalu. Come off the edge right there. Tackled in the backfield. Now going to be 3rd and 8.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive onto the running back and all of these read options the entire game, and they guessed right that time, gave it to Lou, and he got brought down immediately. Just over midfield now.
Time starting to tick away. Oregon Ducks really holding on to this ball for quite a while here on this possession. Got a shotgun single back here. Lou on the left hip. Here's the snap. Mariota finding space on the right side. There's the pass rush. Number 23 once again. I'm not sure if that was a cat blitz or if he just read Mariota breaking out of the pocket, but he closed on him fast, Vaughn, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. 4th and 8.
It looked like he was trying to take a shot down the sidelines. He had a guy in the slot that was cutting across on a slant that he probably could have hit for the first down, but his sights were downfield, and he just took that big wind up and just couldn't get the ball out. Great punt.
Special teams play of excellence on both sides continues. That one's down at the 12. These two teams might be the best in the punting game. I like what I see out of the Wolverines as well, but I think these two are the tops. Punting is winning sometimes, Vaughn. We'll see.
Got to flip the field.
Test that theory here. Fullback dive. That's right. Give him a cookie. He's been working. We saw Post get that first down and more earlier. And Waters saying that he could do it too, as he's able to pick up 4 on that first down carry. I thought that was going to be a fullback lead, and they just gave it to the up man.
Surprisingly, that's his 7th carry of the year, so he's given it to him enough.
As Lou said earlier in the broadcast this year, it is a fullback league. It's a fullback league. He's back in there again in front of Williams behind Stanzi. Stanzi drops back. Quick decision. Is able to find an eligible receiver. Number 78. Big man making a spin move after being tackled out of bounds, but picks up the first down yardage. Keeps the party going for these Hawkeyes.
He could have had even more if his receiver that was to his left actually blocked somebody. He spun around and went the wrong way instead of picking that guy up that ended up tackling him. A lot of missed blocking assignments in this game, resulting in plays that are could be a whole lot longer.
Crooked eye here on the strong side where the tight end is. It's Waters and Williams again, but this is going to be a drop back pass, 5-step and deliver over the middle into a little bit of coverage. The DB might have gotten there a second early, Vaughn.
Yep. I thought that too. He might have been a little quick on that. Could have thrown a flag. Didn't get help from the ref there. JT was more worried about the pick, or maybe he ran the wrong route or something. But
there was 2 receivers and 2 defenders in the area, Vaughn. It's hard for me to get an angle on exactly what happened.
Didn't hurt Oregon that their guy got there just a shade early, so he couldn't get his hands on it. It's not a penalty if they don't call it, right?
Yeah. Full pistol here for Stanzi. Oregon making a big adjustment, rolling down a couple defenders towards the line of scrimmage. Adjustment being made there by Stanzi. Going to release that streaking route again to Devontae Vines. He identified that the corner moved up in press coverage, and Devontae Vines smoked the DB again in that press coverage and caught the ball before being tackled by the safety.
Yeah, he's lucky the safety was close enough in the neighborhood he can get him down right away instead of breaking and going for another 50 yards up the field. So he's taking advantage of aggressive corners by Oregon. That's already burned him once.
Stanzi looking a little bit better than a freshman here, as he was able to tap the helmet, indicating to Vines to adjust his route, delivered a fireball past the coverage. Stanzi shares the backfield with Williams. Jet motion, hand off to Williams. He's going to be tackled in the backfield for a loss. Actually, it's going to be a no gain. But number 5, I think that's Manning, coming up from the corner spot and making that tackle.
Yeah, filled that hole, took him on one-on-one, got him to the ground right away, didn't need any help. Puts him in a 2nd and long right at midfield. Iowa's been running the ball just a little bit more this half, trying to, eat some clock, get some forward progress so they don't have long 3rd downs. Then they take those shots when they can.
Trips bunch right for Stanzi, who's in shotgun with Williams right behind him. Made one adjustment out there. Now adjustments being made by the Ducks. 10 on the play clock. It's snapped. Delivers over to the right to Lachey. Wait a minute. Is that Lachey? Yeah, I think that's Lachey with first down yardage.
Yeah, he was right up the hash. Not anybody on him. Just stood there, caught the ball, got as much as he could, and get to the ground. It's hard to cover. You don't know if he's going to go left, he's going to go right, he's going to run. He's got Jimmy going ping pong back and forth on sides of the field.
Quick decision there by Stanzi, and another fastball into the defense.
That's what I've said before. You got to know your routes, so you know, all right, if I don't see this, I'm going to go here. If I don't see this, I'm going to go over there. So,
and this is the time where the Ducks might want Moody to step up and make a play, or Casper. Haven't called their names much lately.
Wow.
It's going to be a flea flicker. Somehow he still has the ball. Has some space. Gets rid of it smartly as the DB was able to get out of his zone and apply pressure.
They were right up the middle. Got their hands on the running back. They're lucky he could flip it back to the quarterback to get outside and throw it away.
There was a defender right there on Williams as soon as he got the ball. Made a crafty pitch back to Stanzi, and Stanzi smartly got the hell out of the pocket and then got the ball out of his hands for an incomplete pass. Jet motion. Halfback screen. Williams is getting 2 blocks.
Oh,
Good tackle right there. Is that 52? Let's see if it is.
yep.
Yep, that's Jacobs.
Backside, he came all the way across the field, ignored all those other blocks, had his target. Looked like a heat-seeking missile, man. He was just coming right at him, took him down right away.
Without Jacobs making that tackle, Vaughn, Williams would have had some space because those other blocks developed nicely. Get your 4s in chat if you're viewing this game. 3rd and 9 with the Hawkeyes up by 10 as we enter the 4th quarter here at Kinnick Stadium.
Another big defensive drive here for Oregon. They got to get a stop. They can give up a field goal. They just can't give up another touchdown. Field goal still makes it a 2-score game. Needs some sort of big sack, turnover, whatever. Iowa just needs to get down the field, keep getting first downs, keep eating the clock.
3rd and 9. Empty backfield here. Stanzia in shotgun. Here's the snap. Sees Moody, delivers a ball, and he's going to be tackled immediately. Good reception there to hang onto it through the contact, but he was rushed in that pass. Vaughn didn't look like his feet were set. He had to make an off-platform throw there, and the first guy there made the great tackle. We're at ball to 36. What distance would this be?
53.
And they are lined up to kick it.
He had a man open on the left, but he was looking to the right.
I think it has the distance, and it is good. So the Iowa kicker does have a leg. No more sandbagging, Vaughn. He's got a leg.
Sometimes they'll say that sometimes that pressure will keep you from looking the entire field, and that's why he missed it. But great kick there. I think it's got to be a little bit of a victory for Oregon. So they're still only down 2 scores, and if they get 2 touchdowns, 2 extra points, they take the lead.
Patton with another return out of the end zone. Finds the edge. Can he do it in space? Dancing down the sidelines. One man to beat. And 43 Palumau can't get him. But the other defenders can. What a huge return. Just what the Ducks needed up to the 25-yard line.
Just ran out of gas there at the end, but that's good. They're all the way to the 27. It's a short field. 6.5 minutes left. They're down 13 points, so 2 touchdowns. So making it a whole lot easier for their offense.
Vaughn, it's funny. I'm looking at the clock right now. It's 6:25 on the clock. It looks like there's so much time, but with the way that these two coaches sometimes coach their team, that clock could be just drained sometimes so fast. You never know how many more possessions you're going to get. Mariota Jr. out of the pistol, fakes the handoff, breaking to the left, able to make one man miss, floats a Dottie to Ferguson. Vaughn, his shoulders were turned the other way, and he was able to float that Dottie.
I love rolling to the left and throwing across the body like that. If you get a quarterback that can have accuracy and make that throw, it is so. It's a thing of beauty. And he led him perfectly, got away from the DB.
There was a defender there.
Yeah, he led it to the sideline. He didn't back shoulder. He threw it in front. Great throw.
The huevos on that guy to throw that one. Mariota Jr. drops back, rolling to the right, has a lot of time. And when the DB steps up, he throws it right past him. That's going to be Lemon Pepper Lou receiving the touchdown pass from the Ducks. And now the Ducks have 20. Iowa at the moment has a 7-point lead. Butterfield waiting for the hold here. And Art Vandelay kicks it through the uprights. It's good.
I could see him rolling out. He had a lot of room, and I could see that guy coming all the way across the field, going to the corner. And I was like, if he just gets that defender to come up, they're going onside.
Holy shit balls. Okay, so now we are even on that. Both teams have been forced to burn a timeout based on the wrong button push. It happened to Iowa on an extra point, I believe, and I think it also happened now to the Ducks. This one being important as it's in the second half on. And Wetjen from line and 7/8 yard deep in the end zone across the 30 up to the 34-yard line, perhaps. 32.
This guy's amazing. And what's more amazing is the blocking. So that he has huge lanes to run through every time they kick the ball off.
He identifies a lane maybe better than anybody I've seen, Vaughn. And once he sees it, he identifies it. He is there in a flash, running through it at top speed. But good coverage nonetheless by the Ducks. Stanzi drops back to pass, fires a missile, and that is to Wetjen. Looked like he had him on a streak route, and that's across the 50-yard line, Vaughn. Big user gain.
Yeah, he had two guys going deep down there and had safeties between them, so he just picked which one he wanted to throw to. No tight coverage. They're just running stride for stride, about 3 yards apart, and that's a huge dagger right there. Moved the ball down to the 34, already in field goal range, and now they can just chew clock.
And that's Williams, the halfback, with the direct snap off the left side, and the last man to tackle him, Jacobs. Oh, my goodness, Vaughn. Saved a big play right there. Might have been a house call.
Yeah, these running backs in this league just don't go down on first contact. You've got to hit them multiple times, wrap them up, and he just steamrolled. Lucky he didn't get more than that. Oregon needs a turnover. I can't hold them to a field goal. They need a turnover.
If they hold them to a field goal, Iowa will extend to a 9-point lead. That might be just out of the stretch unless there's some sort of magic here that happens in Kinnick. Right now, as it is, Iowa in an offset eye. Fullback being moved out near the tight end. Stanzi from under center, under 10. Hands off the snap. Great presentation by the Ducks, but Williams with a nice move to get away from the defender and able to carry it across the sticks and then some. First down.
See him shoot that gap. He was almost in the backfield for the handoff. He got outside, got up the field, got a lot of edge blocking there to give him a big first down. I was waiting, hold my breath to see if that Duck defender was just going to tackle him right at the handoff, but he didn't get it, and that cost him a first down.
Looked like it was going to be a tackle for loss to me, Vaughn. And Williams with a very clever move.
He was shot right out of the cannon, man. He was back there almost like he knew what the play was exactly, and just whiffed.
Iowa's offense nearly at 400 total yards now. And Williams not being brought down by the first or second man, bouncing off tacklers, and he's going to gain 5 on the weak side run.
They didn't get very many yards in the first half, but now they're getting all kinds of yards on the ground, moving the chains, eating this clock, getting the rush yards when they need it most.
And Iowa's more than happy enough to continue to pound the rock like that as long as it takes time off and continues to move the ball closer to their goal. Under center once again with this crooked eye. Halfback toss to Williams. The fullback gets that block, but the corner came off of the edge, crashing down. I believe it was the corner, Vaughn, and that's going to be a no gain right there.
Yep, corner came right away. Looked like they were going to get him initially. Then it got some good blocks on the backside there, and the corner cleaned it up. Kept him to no gain. Critical down here for Oregon. They can't give up a field goal. They got to get a turnover at some point here. Even a sack, even if it was a 15-yard sack, would still keep him in field goal range. So, but if you're Iowa, right, you don't need a touchdown here. You just need a field goal and make it a 2-score game. We're under 4 minutes left, so they don't have to take unnecessary chances.
I'm not going to believe anything until I see it. I got to see what happens, and then I'll know, because this game, anytime. Empty set here, or no, one halfback. It's a read option, and Stanzi's in the clear. Rolls over a defender into the end zone, and Iowa caps off that lengthy drive. Took about 2.5 minutes off the clock and ends it with a touchdown. And they're up by over 10 points now, Vaughn. With this extra point, they're going to go up by 13.
Yeah, they sold out. And
two-point conversion. There's the fake. And Labus is going to trot into the end zone. That wasn't expected, and now they're up 2 touchdowns with 3:31 left in the fourth.
Actually, I think I was watching Jimmy's defensive play call. He was playing for the fake. He just executed. Iowa executed better on that play.
Patton, about 6 yards deep, takes it out. Up to the 15, up to the 20, up to the 25. Had a big one on his last one. This is almost at the 30-yard line. Probably going to be about the 38. I'm sorry, about the 28.
He just needs about 5 more points of speed.
He's just he's a good returner, but he just doesn't have that sixth gear like some of these other returners in our league.
All right, so 14 points, 3.5 minutes. He needs to score quick. He only has 2 timeouts, so he figures he's got to go for an onside kick. We've already had that happen this week, last week, whenever that was.
Onside kick?
Yeah.
That was Iowa's last game against Oklahoma State. Danny had the Dr. Pepper flowing.
JT saying, cut it out, stop talking about it. But that was a left-footed kicker, so that the spin off his foot was very confusing for the up and in.
I'm still waiting for the 30 for 30 sports science on that one. Ferguson with the out route, but the defender was right there, Vaughn. He was able to either get a piece of it or jar the ball loose somehow. That's an incompletion.
Yeah, both coaches were confused. Both of them were like, you should have went here. And he's like, why was that not caught? There, somebody should have had that ball on either side. Neither coach was happy with that result.
Yeah, that was the kind of play that I was looking for on the last possession by the Hawkeyes. But Stanzi with that run, Vaughn, it's just gutsy call right there on third down and got it done. It was insane. Mariota drops back to pass on 2nd and 10. Surveys the middle, able to hit Seven McGee. Seven McGee not getting too much work in this game. Was a target earlier, didn't come down with it, but he catches it and moves past the sticks there for a first down, and they're going to go no huddle.
Yeah, great hands. Way to catch that and hold it through contact to get the first down.
Everybody's set, and here's the snap. Mariota drops back about 5 steps. I don't know if that was tipped or not, but Ferguson with the catch. Another first down up to about the 38.
Nicely floated ball. He had Franklin going across the field, floats that over the DB's head that was covering him, right into Ferguson's hands. Good throw. Good choice on the route there.
Check that. It's about the 42. Mariota hustles him up to the line of scrimmage once again. Looks over the middle. User defender right there with the user swat. Nobody came down with that one, Vaughn. Could have been anyone.
Iowa had somebody coming off the edge. Great pickup back there. Give Mariota time to see that pass and throw it. If he could have just floated that a little bit further, a little bit deeper, a little low on the trajectory on that ball, he had him beat. He just didn't get the ball over the top high enough.
All right, so they break the huddle. They got 3 wides to the right, Franklin to the left, Lou with Mariota in the backfield. Here's the handoff to Lou on the counter run. Almost gets tackled by the first tackler, brought down by the 2nd and 3rd as they converge and assist each other, dropping him for a 3rd and 5 now at about the 41. No, about the 36.
Yeah, good decision there to actually cut that in half so he has a more convertible 3rd down here.
Mariota with that animation where he's got to step and kill time. Steps to 2 sides to kill time. Dropping back, surveys the field, unloading it over the top. And Yates there with the coverage. I think he was looking for Troy Franklin, Vaughn. I'm not sure on that.
Yeah, I don't wait to see who was going to make that catch. Neither one caught it, but it was thrown up in a 50-50 ball, and you have to wait for the animation to see which one's going to bring it down. And 4th and 5, it's still manageable. 2.5 minutes left, so he's got to get this ball in the end zone and get that onside kick.
Might have been looking for number 89 on that one. Yeah, that was Yates. Mariota drops back to pass, scrambles out of the pocket, might pick this up with his legs, fires a missile to Lemon Pepper. Lou makes a man miss, brought down inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal for the Ducks.
Nice play. Had Lou coming across as a safety valve. He was running. He was going to use his legs to get the first down, but as soon as the guy stepped up, he just tossed it over his head, got even more yards, and stopped the clock, got the chains moved, and they're ready to go again.
On the ball, orbit motion from Lemon Pepper. Mariota throws to Troy Franklin on what seemed to be a slant route. He's going to be dragged down and tackled at about the 1 or 2.
Yeah, 1.5, almost 2.
Once again, they rush back out there on the ball. A little bit over 2 minutes left on the game clock. 2nd and goal here. Mariota sharing the backfield with Lou. Looks over the sideline one more time. Hands off to Lou. He's going to be tackled for a loss right there. Number 48, 49. Not sure exactly what number that is. 48 with the great drag down tackle.
It's going to cost him 10 seconds because of that tackle, too.
Ducks scrambling on the to get into position. 3rd and goal now. Under 2 minutes to play. Mariota drops back. Finds Ferguson. Across over the middle. All the Iowa defenders were in the area, but not quite close enough to Ferguson. Man, things just went at a breakneck speed on that possession, and Oregon is able to score very quickly with 1:47 left on the clock. Art Vandelay kicks it up and through the uprights. It's a 7-point ball game.
This is where that wasted timeout on the when you're spamming the button to get to the next.
They're lined up. Art Vandelay is lined up for the onside, but the Hawkeyes came out in the onside recovery also. Oh, that's Dino's Bar and Grill. Dino's Bar and Grill. And Iowa comes up with the possession of the football. Not going to get EA'd 2 weeks in a row. The Ducks are going to have to force them into some sort of mistake or disaster here, but Iowa has the ball at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, if he can get 2 quick stops, stop the clock, may get the ball back with about 30 seconds left in this game.
Maryland Eye out here. Hand off to Williams, breaks a tackle, still on his feet, able to gain 2 yards out of that. Almost slipped past the whole defense, Vaughn. That was, yeah.
He was trying to get to that edge. They were pursuing hard.
Yeah, they almost got him in the backfield.
That break tackle saves the day again. But looking at this, he's going to have really close to a minute left. If he can stop him here, call the timeout, run one more play, he's going to probably have between 30 and 40 seconds left if they force a punt here.
Maryland Eye here. Stanzi hands it off to Williams, keeps it between the tackles, runs right into an Oregon defender. That might have been Sewell. Sewell with the run fit right there. The middle linebacker really plugging the hole on that one. Good play on both sides. Oregon takes their final timeout. This is going to be a 3rd and 8 at the 42 with 136 left. Iowa still with 3 timeouts. Go ahead.
This is where you got to worry about Stanzi using his legs or Lachey getting open behind the DB or something. Yeah, they're spreading them out.
As the shadow is on half of the field here in Kinnick. No play bigger than this 3rd down play. 3rd and 8. Stanzi from shotgun with the time to pass. Moody Vaughn.
Oh,
with the pressure, sped him up a little bit. Stanzi delivers a good ball. The receivers run into each other. Maybe that threw off the timing as the wide receiver drops it. Just a flat-out drop, Vaughn.
And that resulted in basically a timeout for Oregon. So JT could have ran a whole minute off the clock here. If he doesn't get the first down, he's got another 35 seconds on the game play clock here. He could run it all the way down. So now Jimmy has a chance even with no timeouts.
Punt unit on the field. Defense still on the field. Here's the long snap. There's the angled kick towards the sideline. Not going to be returnable. That's probably inside the 10-yard, maybe around the 6. No, they're going to call it at the 10. I thought it was definitely in further than that. Had a bad viewing angle on it, Vaughn. Still a great special teams play.
Now you just got to get past the sticks every time or hustle up, get up there, short 1 or 2 yards and get the first down, stop the clock again. You got plenty of time. You don't have to rush too hard. Use the sidelines. You can even use the middle of the field, like you said, because the clock stops on a first down.
From the left hash, it's going to be a single back. Lemon Pepper with Mariota Jr. Mariota Jr. only takes 1 step back. Now breaking out of the pocket, scrambling for time and space. Throws it to Yates.
Caught it.
Yates, the freshman, 6'6", 230 pounds of him. With the
Held
first down catch after getting clapped.
Yep, held on to the contact. You see Mariota's a lot better at getting out of the pocket, avoiding the rush, and making defenders come up so you can throw it behind them.
No huddle from the right hash right here. Mariota drops back, strafing to the left, breaks out of the pocket, delivers the ball to Seven McGee in front of a defender. The Hawkeye defender, number 6, I believe, was right there. Seven McGee with another unbelievable catch in right past the coverage.
I got to look at his spec catch. He caught that behind him and spun around.
I've seen him make insane catches. One-handed grab, his left hand, everything. It's insane. But Mariota really threaded the needle right there. The defense is right there. Drops back. This is about a 7 to 9 step drop, and the defender is there. The safety can't hang on to it. Vaughn, that should have been a pick. He threw it into double coverage, underthrown.
Most definitely should have been a pick. I'm looking at him. He has the 78 spec catch, 85 catching. Not bad for a run. He's got him at wide receiver. He was a running back when I had this team.
Man, and Kinnick falls deadly silent as they know that they have multiple opportunities to shut the door on the Ducks and keep their unbeaten season alive. They would advance to 5-0. They're 4-0 right now. The Ducks looking to reach 500 with their second win of the season.
And when he threw that ball up, I was like, which Iowa's
Butterfield checks in out of the empty set, surveys the field, throws a ball, and that should have been picked off.
Wow.
Maybe their best secondary player right there. Not too good at pronouncing the name, but their number 1 defensive back just drops it.
Jimmy's got 9 lives on this drive. See if he can finish this off. Iowa's had at least 2 great chances to pick the ball off. At least 2. See who's back in at quarterback when they come back out on the field here.
Oh, the coach is definitely in their bag. 3rd and 10 from the 40. Iowa ready with their defense.
Plenty of time. Doesn't have to get it all. Even on 4th down.
They've broken the huddle, and they're now on the line of scrimmage. Mariota from shotgun with 9 Lou on the right hip. Mariota breaks the pocket, feeling a little bit of pressure now. Delivers it to the freshman. He just got his red shirt pulled this week. And the 6'6", 230-pound freshman able to get the second converted first down on a big hit. Doesn't bother him. And Mariota scrambles the unit up to the line of scrimmage again. Here's the snap. Strafing out to the left. Now breaking out really far. And the defender with enough speed to get Mariota. And Mariota's dropped for a 4-yard loss as the clock is still ticking with no timeouts. The Ducks wide receivers are scrambling to get back, and they're going to go into the huddle, Vaughn.
Yeah, they got to hurry up. We're down to 30 seconds already, and they still haven't gotten to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 14. He's got to get something, obviously, over the first down marker, at least out of bounds. Stop this clock. Give himself
Butterfield checks in with 25 seconds left. Here's the snap. Butterfield off his back foot somehow completes it to Thornton, but Thornton not reaching the first down yardage means that the clock's still rolling. Ball at around the 45-yard line.
We might only have 2 plays left. We're down to 10 seconds already.
Empty set again from the right hash. Butterfield drops back. Gonna hit that out route. Defender in the area put his hands up. I thought it might have been picked off just right over his hands. Ball at the 32-yard line. Iowa calling a timeout with 5 seconds, Vaughn.
Yeah, the defense is tired. They've been on the field, running around, no huddle plays. They need a breather.
The coach calling 2 timeouts. You love that college is able to do that. They don't allow that in the NFL.
32 yards. Tall task here, 5 seconds. If he had a timeout, he could hit a quick hitter over the middle or to the sideline and get it a little bit closer, but he's going to have to go all the way to the end zone here.
Yeah, ball at the 32. It's pretty much end zone or bust on this one as we've reached the end of regulation. I know some people in the back of their minds want free foosball, but not anyone here at Kinnick Stadium wearing yellow or black wants that. From the right hash, we have a single back here out of shotgun. Mariota dropping back. got really quick pressure from the right end. He totally blew past the right tackle and delivered a football quickly, but right into the outstretched hand, deflected by Iowa.
And if JT has any DBs coming in, he's got 4 swats on this drive alone, so he got that
At
bonus.
least, at least, yeah, absolutely. Those are never as hard to get as the picks, though. I feel like
Well, he could have had 6 picks this game already, so
6 picks, pimps.
6 picks, pimps.
2 seconds left on the play. Definitely the last play, unless there's some sort of a defensive penalty. And I don't want to do the commentator jinx, but you never know.
Yeah, this game hardly ever calls PI.
6 seconds on the play clock, Vaughn. This is it. Hail Mary time. Butterfield checks in to uncork it. It's a double coverage. Can Yates come down with it? No, the 6'6" behemoth doesn't really get off of his feet. The Iowa defender knocks it out of the air, and Iowa's going to keep and retain the unbeaten season. They moved to 5-0 here, maybe cracking the top 10 on this one, Vaughn. Not absolutely sure. We'll have to wait till the week advances. We got one more week game this week before we move on and advance. That game coming up on Thursday. We're going to do the coach's interview, but I just want to remind you one more time, we got Cincy Bowen traveling over to Sausages 79. That's going to be Thursday at 8 Central, last game of week 5. We're going to be joined now by the coach, JT Gaming. JT, you got a win here in a thriller in Kinnick. Seems like you're playing a thriller absolutely every single week. Didn't reach the offensive total, but how do you feel about this this gutsy performance to pull it out by your defense here at the end?
Yeah, I mean, we have a hell of a defense and a hell of an offense, but we need to convert. We're not converting the simple plays. If we make those simple plays, these games aren't as close. And that goes for everybody in this league. We all know how that shit is. you get 20 tips a game, and that costs you a game, but we got lucky this game.
Vaughn, you got anything?
Yeah, so I know you have no problem throwing the ball, but were you concerned at all because he held you to 18 yards in the first half when you're averaging about 150? Was that a concern, or I'm just going to air this out and win this game however I have to?
No, I've been feeling pretty comfortable with Ricky Stanzi and airing the ball out. I think he's number 5 in the country right now in passing yards. So if we need to pass the ball, I'm more than comfortable doing it. And if we need to run the ball, then we know this team's capable of doing it. So coming into the game plan was to get a heavy dose of air raid going, and he was just running good zone coverage. Couldn't get past it, and kind of just all my drives kind of stalled.
And did you have your heart in your throat there when Stanzi went down, thinking you're going to have to count on Labus for the rest of this game, or possibly multiple weeks in the season?
No. Like, I played with Labus all year last year, and we made a bowl game, so I felt pretty comfortable with Labus coming in, and I know what he's capable of. I mean, they're pretty much clones of each other. They're similar stats across the board. So
good game though. Hey man, you've gone from what, 47th? You were ranked 47 or 44 in the preseason, and you're about ready to crack the top 10 in 5 weeks. So great start to the season, especially with this team that may not have quite as much talent as I don't know, Michigan, Miami, some of these other teams that are just loaded with, Oregon, that are just loaded with players. So done a great job, and congrats on the win.
Yeah, appreciate it. Good game, Jimmy. Appreciate the call, guys.
Thank you, Coach. Jimmy, you ripped a couple red shirts off today. Tell me about what you saw from them.
Ups and downs. I saw a learning curve, especially for Mariota. Yates looked good. Got to work on breaking more tackles, maybe getting better open.
Yates came
Simple
up
things.
with some big catches there for first downs in the closing quarter of the football game. And if he would have came down with that last one, we would have maybe saw some free foosball here for a fifth quarter, or who knows how many it would have gone through. And that would have been closer than any of the two teams that Iowa's faced, this season, or in the last 2 weeks especially. Just got one more here for you before I pass you off to Vaughn, though. Mariota showed some speed there, but Butterfield mixed in some passes as well. Is it back to the lab for you to figure out how you could best use these personnel pieces as you move forward into the rest of the season?
Definitely. It's always back to the lab. We got some stamina issues we need to work on, and that was the only reason, alternating, just giving breathers, little blowies. But yeah, we'll work out these freshman kinks and see what happens moving forward.
Yeah, thank you. Here's Vaughn.
All right, Jimmy. The end of the first half, that pick six ended up being the difference in this game.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
trying to get down the field and get. It seemed like you were rushing a little bit on that drive and taking a little bit deeper shots when you had 3 timeouts, I think. So,
Yeah.
anything you looking forward to changing in that 2-minute offense to protect the ball a little more, and maybe since you were gashing them with the run, use your legs a little bit too since you had so many timeouts.
Yeah, probably a little bit more pistol there, maybe stuff more over the middle. Definitely need to mix it up more. That play de Lachey that he had was incredible, and that pick six, I didn't think that guy could jump that high and get that angle, but here we are.
Yeah, that was Superman, Clark Kent, man. Need to
Yeah,
change his name right now.
That was crazy. Hopefully, Fran McCarthy's giving him a call.
Yeah, but hey, ripping the shirt off Mariota, you've given everybody else something else to think about now. So you can't just say, hey, he's got lemon pepper Lou, and that's going to be screen. It's going to be inside handoff. It's going to be a counter and one man show. And now you got another set of legs, which will keep Lou fresh, right?
Yeah.
But you almost have to keep Mariota fresh too, because probably could have used him a couple other plays there when you needed his legs late in the game.
Yeah. Stamina issues for sure. And then JT called 2 timeouts and he was still in the red. Like, what the fuck? All right.
He must have been on 0.
Dude, he was done.
But hey, anyway, that was a really, really good game. Exciting. You were in it all the way to the end, clean up some turnover issues. And you had great pass rush on them. You just couldn't get your hands on them enough, I guess, to those drives, right?
Mm-hmm. It was the turnovers that cost me.
Both ends were doing the work, but like you said, it's that way in the NWO, man. You cannot turn the ball over in this league, or you're going to pay for it.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
But
I beat him in kick return yards. That's a dub. Good game, JT.
Great game, guys. George, you got anything else for him?
Yeah, Vaughn. Actually, well, not for Jimmy. Thanks, Jimmy. I just wanted to say to both coaches, Vaughn, this was an absolutely just blast. This was a riot to just watch and everything like that. And shout out to both coaches for keeping in there to the end. That was super gutsy performances when Oregon scored on their last possession and then somehow held Iowa to, what seemed to be like, I don't know, nearly a 3 and out on their final possession where they had to, punt the ball and Oregon got the ball back and started to move it. I was like, holy shit, are we going to see Oregon spoil here? But both coaches, man, they just really stuck it out and gave us just a fucking treat, man. So I just want to, say thank you to them. And then, thanks to you and everybody else. We're going to end this here, with a raid, of course. But just want to remind everybody about the game on Thursday. Come back, check us out again. Hopefully we do all this again with Danny and with Sausages 79 and with Cincy Bowen.
And we'll advance after that game too, guys. So
That'll
make sure
be killer. Yeah, tell them
recruiting stuff done. Get your recruiting done.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, if there's nothing else, my boy, then we are gonna send you out on this slideshow. This is week 4. I haven't updated it. My bad, y'all. But I'll get that wrapped up by